I'm Mary Yacovone. I'm the senior cataloger at the Massachusetts Historical Society. I'm responsible for cataloging just about everything except for manuscripts. I've been here for 27 years. I picked the mourning needlework that Lydia Little did to commemorate her father's death. He died in 1803 at the age of 45. She was born in 1790, so 1803 would make her 13. Yeah, so she was fairly young. She had a brother and a sister, both younger than she was. And within a couple of years, not only had she lost her father, but her mother had died and her younger brother had died. But Lydia lives on, and in the collection, we have also 2 manuscript maps that were done by her daughter. So not only was Lydia's education important to her family, she continued that into the next generation, and we have these wonderful manuscript maps that her daughter did. So it's kind of fun. I picked it because in my off hours, I do research on schoolgirl needlework makers. I had started doing that before I came to work at the MHS, when I worked at a museum that had a library. But where the MHS is a library that has a museum, I was actually able to lay hands on these things for the first time. And Lydia Little's sampler is the best piece of needlework that we have, bar none. It speaks to me on a lot of different levels. I mean, the MHS has this rep of being, papers of dead white guys. But this is this wonderful artistic artifact left by a young girl from Situate, Massachusetts. And, there's so many things you can learn through researching samplers about the education of women, about families, about, symbolism that you find in needlework. It's just this amazing rabbit hole research opportunity. And Lydia Little sampler has just about all of it. It's beautiful. These Mourning samplers were only popular for about 20 years, and they were only taught in really high-level women's academies. They became popular after the death of George Washington, when there was this whole iconographic explosion of sort of mourning symbols commemorating his death, and then that sort of expanded. People think they're sort of creepy because it's this memorialization of death, and it falls into this whole oh, isn't that creepy, like the hair work and the mourning jewelry. And it really wasn't, because if you think about it, death was sort of much more common then, and you didn't have a photograph to remember people by. This was what you remembered people by, and you made artwork to sort of commemorate their role in your life and displayed it, and we're really proud. I'm sure she was really proud of it. It's beautiful.